with low normal levels, mainly in patients with severe cardiorespiratory dysfunction. So anesthesia techniques. So some anesthetists use general endotracheal anesthesia with neuromuscular blocking agent. Some anesthetists use general anesthesia and supraglottic airway devices for laparoscopic surgeries. Some anesthetists use regional anesthesia. So at our institute, we follow general endotracheal anesthesia with neuromuscular blocking agent. Regional anesthesia, what advantages it offers to the laparoscopic surgeries compared to general anesthesia? So it decreases the surgical stress response, prevention of airway instrumentation, effective postoperative analgesia, early ambulation and decreased risk of deep vein thrombosis. Disadvantages: hypotension, shoulder tip pain, ventilatory changes, increased surgical time due to limitation of intra-abdominal pressure. So how safe is regional anesthesia in laparoscopic surgeries? Though the evidence suggests it is safe to use spinal or epidural in laparoscopic surgeries with minimal side effects. So there is already increased hypercarbia when patient complains of shoulder tip pain. Usage of opiates or ketamine causes respiratory depression and again increases hypercarbia. So it remains a debatable issue. So experienced team is mandatory whenever the laparoscopic surgery is performed under regional anesthesia, and nasal capnometry is a mandatory monitor. So general endotracheal anesthesia with neuromuscular blocking agent and positive pressure ventilation. What are the advantages? Protects against the gastric acid aspiration, allows optimal gas exchange and facilitates surgical access, and airway is secured. Supraglottic airway device and its role in laparoscopic surgeries. Studies say it is safe in laparoscopic surgeries. Though gastric tube can be placed through the gastric port, it does not avoid the risk of aspiration. Requires good seal pressure, avoid cuff pressure of greater than 80 centimeter of water. With head low position and prolonged surgical time, increased airway pressures, the supraglottic airway device can cause pharyngeal edema and glossopharyngeal nerve compression and dysphagia postoperatively. So Buska mask, better device in the second generation, allows higher inflation pressures and better protected seal. It has higher sealing pressure of greater than 30 centimeter of water. So third generation direct vision supraglottic airway device are safer due to the visual optics. Anesthetic management. Pre-anesthetic checkup is done in the PAC clinic. Prehabilitation, the new concept, nutrition, optimizing exercise tolerance and relieving anxiety. So it has been discussed in the previous webinar. So induction and maintenance, again it depends on the choice of drugs depends on the patient and the comorbidities. We use propofol or etomidate and atracurium as a neuromuscular blocking agent, and maintenance with sevoflurane or desflurane.
Then you can listen this webinar.
Okay. Low flow anesthesia with lung protective ventilation and monitoring, pain management, PONV, prophylaxis, and planning safe extubation and ARAS for all. ISA standard monitoring and advanced monitoring with high PPOSM scores and ASA grade 3 and above. Forced air warming to avoid hypothermia, goal-directed approach in fluid management. What is the role of dexmedetomidine in laparoscopic surgeries? It blunts the stress response to the pneumoperitoneum, decreases opioid requirement. We have to be cautious in patients with bradycardia because case reports are there of bradycardia leading to asystole after loading dose of dexmedetomidine. Opioid-free anesthesia, a evolving topic, evolving technique in anesthesia. So where it is indicated, wherever the opioids are contraindicated or should be avoided, we can give opioid-free anesthesia. So combination of drugs are used, dexmedetomidine, lignocaine and ketamine as infusions, and NSAID, acetaminophen and magnesium and dexamethasone as intermittent drugs. So it will be discussed in detail in the coming webinar by one of our team members. Mechanical ventilation, we use lung protective ventilation strategy, tidal volume of 6 to 7 ml per kg of ideal body weight, adjust respiratory rate to maintain normocapnia, limit FiO2, Employ individualized PEEP to 6 to 10 centimeter of water. Recruitment maneuvers at the time of extubation. Maintaining head up position whenever it is feasible. Low flow technique. We employ low flow technique anesthesia. It decreases inhalational agent consumption, decreases atmospheric pollution, reduces heat loss, big saving for the hospital because of low flow anesthesia and avoiding nitrous oxide. In this image, we can see the anesthesia workstation covered by the plastic covers. So